Hello, everyone, and welcome to our call. Thank you for joining us this evening for this session of Becoming Fall series. My name is Lisa Michelle. I am a prime-time certified health coach and an aging well specialist, and I am your host for tonight. We are a group of like-minded, multifaceted Black entrepreneurs from various walks of life and places in life. Each gathering, we have a different host, topic, and insightful set of panelists. You will get a glimpse inside some of our experiences, including a vehicle that we have found that has helped significantly influence our process of becoming the men and women that you see before you. That being said, as you observe our stories, know that we are not making any claims to treat, cure a specific disease or condition, nor are we making any income claims. This series is a platform that we hope will empower you to embrace an entrepreneurial mindset of success. Now, I am happy to introduce you to tonight's distinguished panelists. You may have already seen their wonderful bios with your invitation. Join me in welcoming Everton Weeks, owner of a multimedia consulting company, urban farmer, husband and father. Welcome, Everton.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And Donald Blount, former college football player, nonprofit executive, a healthy living advocate, father and grandfather. Welcome, Daryl.
Grateful to be here. Thank you.
And welcome Johnny Grandinson, a project manager, civil engineer, co-owner of a wellness consulting company, the GQ Farmer, and husband. Welcome, Johnny.
Thanks for having me on.
And Pat Fidelia, former professional soccer player, a national account manager, soccer coach, husband, father, and grandfather. Welcome, Pat.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And welcome Yanni Schomburger, the owner of a fitness training company, a former Mr. Universe, a university swim coach, a triathlete and All-American Greco-Roman wrestler and father. Welcome, Yanni.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So tonight we'll be discussing how to become a successful entrepreneur as a man in a female-dominated business. So gentlemen, inquiring minds want to know, what was it? What attracted you to this business?
I'm willing to start here, Lisa. The thing that attracted me was that we're talking about a company with a plant-based product, and I had already accepted the premise that eating more plant-based food was the most positive thing I could do for my health. So when you're talking about plant powder in a capsule and growing my own vegetables on a tower garden that I can keep on my deck or even in my kitchen, I was all in. This was real exciting to me. And then it was the research. When I saw the research, the company had a lot of research about the product and how this product could be a bridge from where I was in terms of my eating to a more healthier me. That excited me. I was real excited about that. I was attracted that the company's been around for 50 years. I mean, you can't be around for 50 years if you're not doing something right. So that was very powerful. And then ultimately, the thing that keeps me in here, in addition to all those things, is the fact of the impact of the product on my own life. Now, I don't want to make any kind of health claims for anybody or about the product, but I can just say for me, that, a couple of months on this product, I definitely had more energy. I was more inspired to get out of bed and jump in the gym. It seems like my concentration was better. The ability to manage my weight was better. And I can just tell you that nobody in our household seems to get sick anymore. I mean, we're virtually, free from all of that. And then the final thing that I would say is that I was attracted here by the people. This has been a great network of meeting a lot of awesome people who have that one thing in common about sharing a healthier way of living with others. So that was great. Now, Patrick, I know you recently took a more active role in your company. What attracted you?
Well, what attracted, thank you, Everton. I appreciate that. What really attracted me about 5 years ago, someone approached my daughter. I have 4 daughters, and 3 of them are married, 1 single, and approached my second daughter and said that my daughter said, well, I may not be interested, but my wife might be interested. So they approached my wife, and from there on, it's been an exciting journey for us. Because when we heard about the plant powder, the company's been existing for 50 years, as Everton mentioned earlier, but it just got us excited because we were already about nutrition, but I came from a different perspective. My wife was able to get into use the product, bring it into the family surrounding. All of our children are involved. All our children are participating in their health and wellness. But for me, it was an opportunity to see my wife flourish in her own business and seeing that I can support her in every endeavor, in every area of aspect of the plant-based business. And the great thing about it, I can grow my own food in my tower garden. That's what's so exciting. I even to the point where now I have 2 tower gardens. One, I call it my personal tower garden. So I'm excited about that. Looking forward to what these other men have to share. And it's exciting, especially at this time that we're living in. You know, we know where our food is, our source is coming from. So it's exciting.
Well, for me, it was a little different. Owning a fitness business, I get approached a lot from a lot of folks about different products that I should bring into my business, but I'm always leery about them until I was introduced to this product and saw all the clinical research that supported it. It wasn't just a famous athlete talking about it. They had hospitals and universities and all type of scientists that was doing so much clinical research on the product, and the success was there. The product was doing what it said it did. So it was easy for me to bring it into my business model because my whole purpose is to improve the quality of your life through fitness and nutrition. So I saw how this fit into my business model and I brought it into my system. Now my clients, they was reading the literature because I set up a display and they like what they saw and they start taking it and they start reporting back to me with testimonials about how, oh man, this is happening for me and that is happening for me. And then my wife and my kids were saying the same thing. So it was a no-brainer. This is something that I got into and I would never get out of. It's working well for my business and my family.
I came to know, this business based upon, my wife going through a health challenge, and the medical staff pretty much gave her 3 drugs they wanted her to look at. One was a drug she would give herself a shot every day, one a shot every other day, and they were working on a drug she would have to give herself a shot every month, but hadn't got that one approved yet. And before we left the hospital, hey, it's only a 50-50 chance either of these drugs might work. So our neighbors, they were like, you know what, you can beat this, but it's in your diet. So get rid of all that white pasta, white sugar, white flour, anything white and processed, take out your diet and eat more fruits and vegetables. And then they showed us a picture of their son's x-ray where he had a brain tumor about the size of a grapefruit. And that was one of those situations where they had only given him 3 months to live. And he had already been around 5 years at that point. So we said, try this because we can always go back to the drugs if it didn't work. And for me, that's how we kind of got started. But I had been diagnosed with Crohn's disease, which is an intestinal disorder. And I had just given some blood work. So when it was time for me to do my follow-up visit, my wife suggested I get a copy of all my previous blood work, which I had never done. And as I sat there, I noticed that I had all these highs and lows. Well, in a very short period of time, through nutrition, through health, just drinking more water, exercise, and changing our lifestyle, I had significant improvements in that very short period of time. And I knew that if it's working for us, and if we're going to do this anyway, we might as well do the business part of it. And so when we did, we just started sharing it with people and sharing with people and seeing all these benefits. And so it was just something for us where it just made sense to do. And we just kept doing it.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm grateful to be here with you. And I say ditto to everything the other panelists said, the health stuff, and whatever, totally agree. But for me, this is looking back 3 decades. In fact, it's 32 years, a little bit better than 32 years, me associated with this company. And at that time when I was looking at this or started looking at it, I had this mindset and I was working on the skill set to be very entrepreneurial. I was looking at a different alternative to traditional corporate America, working a job. And I just wanted to climb the economic ladder in a different way. And so I was looking for that. And then my brother reached out to me and introduced this to me. And when he first told me, I said no, I was not interested. And then it came back a couple of more times. And then I started to look at it. And then what really got me was I heard the vision of the company to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. And that's what the company said it does. And so here's a company that's put this together. I'm interested in ownership, business, a dream, and what have you. And they did that. So I looked more seriously at it. And then when I investigated, this company has great leadership, great management at the top, not only in corporate, but also in the field. I mean, it's second to none. And then we've got products that has just been described. You've heard they were great products that meet a real need in the marketplace that a lot of people need but don't have. And then they're priced to sell as well as priced for profit. So from a business point of view, that's what I was looking for. Also I could start part-time. I didn't have to quit my job. I could just start part-time. Not a big financial risk. When I got started, the franchise fee was $15. Now it's $52. So not a big deal. And then I also saw with this business framework that not only could I be a franchisee, but I could also be involved in being a franchisor. So it created this great framework. All I needed to do was plug in, get into this group of great people that's out here that's doing this, learn, and just follow the proven track of success, and I could get there. So I'm just totally excited about this and just grateful to be on this panel this evening.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, now, guys, give it to me straight. We know that this business is female dominated. So please share with us, what is the mindset that is needed for a man? And how do you help the younger men to see the value in long-term checks versus the quick money or a lump sum check?
Well, for me, in the fitness business, 90% of my clients are women. So this business was introduced to me by a woman. But it wasn't until I attended my first conference where I saw so many teams of women that were working together and having huge financial success. And even to this day, I contribute my success in the business to the woman that introduced me, because we talk almost every day. And she's not just my mentor, but she's a great friend. So I have no problem. I don't see her as she's a female and I'm a male. I see her as someone that are equal to me and who's taking me to a higher place. So if you stay open-minded, so if you're a man and you're getting into this business and you stay open-minded about being successful and learning and growing, then, and you get a good partner like I have, then you're going to be successful, and I'm happy.
I agree with you, Yanni. You've made some powerful points there. To me, it's powerful and inspiring to see a women's dominant business achieving so much. You know, I literally cried like a baby on this last promotion my wife got. I was so happy and proud to see her. You know, we have 3 daughters, and she is an awesome role model for those daughters, and our family is all involved, and she sets a great example for them. So I think that's been awesome. Our business is a little different. I'm the CEO of my company, which is a media marketing company we talked about, and Lori is the CEO of our plant-based business. Now, I sit on her board of directors, she sits on mine, and I tell you what, she is one of my best advisors. So I learn a lot from her. But I would say that the beauty of this female-dominated business for me has been that, you know, women think differently than we do, and their leadership style can be very different and very effective. And so I've been really excited with all the new things I've been able to learn by doing that. But I want to answer the other part. Lisa, you asked about why younger people should be involved in this. And for that part, I'll tell you why we added this product to our entrepreneurial enterprise. I mean, it made sense for several reasons. And I think these reasons would make sense for mostly anyone, regardless of their age. So one was the longevity of the company. I know this company has been solid. It's been around for 50 years. We talked about that a lot. Number two, a simple model. Listen, we're talking about a plant-based powder in a capsule and tower gardens. I mean, that's the model. And these products are so powerful, can change the health. We started with one tower garden. We have 4. We're growing for our household, and we're growing vegetables for our neighbors too. It's just so much fun. The other thing that I would say to anybody looking at this business, does it work? Do you want to sell something that works or doesn't work? Well, it's easy to see the health benefits, and I talk to you about my personal benefits with this. The other thing I think about, is it expandable? Are you in a business that you can expand easily, right? It's great to be able to say you make one sale, but how do you grow this business? Well, our business is expandable not only to your friends and family, but everybody you meet, whether they're on the plane, on the train, you meet them at the grocery store. Everybody needs to know more about their health, and they want to know more. They just want to feel comfortable when you're sharing that information. So that's another good thing. I will tell you also why I thought this was a great business for anyone is that relationship-wise, my wife and I work this together. We have so much fun. I mean, we have so much fun with this. And it's one of our greatest joys. And I think if you're looking at a business, you got to say, is this going to divide our family or pull us together? This one definitely pulled our family together. And then on financially, I don't want to make any financial claims here, but it is truly a business that you can have unlimited earnings. So you can work a little, you can work a lot. And I will tell you that the impact of this business, along with the other business that we do, has allowed our family to go debt-free over the last 3 years we've been doing this business. And that's been a great thing. We own our home, we own our cars, we own our vacations, we own our lifestyle, and we've significantly enhanced our retirement and where we're going on that angle. So, I think those reasons are good reasons for doing a business, and regardless of their age. I mean, I think it makes sense.
Well, Everton, it's exciting to hear that your children are excited about the business, and for me, having 4 girls and around, and it's exciting to see them get involved. And when they started to see changes, the plant-based powder in their body, it was amazing. So they began to share with their young friends and peers, and seeing them get involved, seeing my daughter take this thing to another level with my wife's leadership, and people are just excited about changing their lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. And the great thing about this is that most of these men here, we're not in competition with each other. We just complete each other by sharing and serving one another. We're all from different part of the country, and we can call each other and encourage each other, and we build that relationship. And this business causes that. And when you have, for us, the girls, is that they're able to share this anywhere they go. There's opportunities in over 30 different countries. And you can be in your home, you can be in your basement, you could be in your car, and you could be just anywhere you go that you can carry this business with you.
I mean, for me, a business is more of a mindset, and it's a mindset on leadership, where you know what the objective is, and it's part of getting others to buy into that objective so you can accomplish the mission. And since women do so well, I think one of those objectives will be to get them on your team. So they can do well on your team. So this is definitely a case where you don't want to necessarily beat them, you want to join them. I think so much where women doing well, I happen to be part of a team where my wife was one of the first ones of this African-American to actually make it to the top part of the company. And it was one of those where it was a great ride, but we see so many other people that's affected. And I know with the women, as we look at them as being the nurturers, whereby we have like a children's health study whereby it actually helps them to get their kids healthier, which is one of their biggest concerns. And then they don't feel too bad about it because they know that we have like the best research product in the whole world for what we do in terms of nutrition. So I think all those things kind of lends itself to letting us do well and be comfortable in doing so. And then when they introduce the Tower Gardens, like Everton said, it's just been fun on top of that. So when you can do something and you truly enjoy it, you see the growth that you're able to impart, and the produce that are coming through, and the fact that there's so much nutritious for you, that it just kind of makes you want to, and other people are attracted to what you're doing. With our young folks, they see hard work, and that's not one of the things that they're really driven to. But we look at wealth, and we understand that wealth is actually measured over time. And so whereas on their jobs, which they're accustomed to working hard, they trade their time for dollars. They go in, they make a little money, but then they got to pay their bills, but then they're broke again. So they go back to work so they can make some more money to pay their bills, and they're broke again. And so that's a cycle that we see so often in this rat race of life. But with our business, it gives you opportunity to build wealth over time. It gives you the opportunity to do work today, and you continue to get paid off of it over and over and over again. And so that's one of those mechanisms that's really important when you're trying to build wealth. And I think that's attractive to.
So just to follow up on what Johnny just said, the first part of your question, Lisa, for me is like, make sure I check your ego at the door. And have some humility and be teachable. We got some great women in this business. They're great leaders. They know what they're doing. They're very creative, very innovative. So, I got pad and pencil out, and I'm learning. In fact, I was on a team call Monday night. I think it was about 50 plus people on there, and I think I was one, maybe two men on there. So, and that's okay with me. I don't want other men to find out about it, right? So, but no, it's not an issue. My mom and my dad started two businesses. My mom ran them both, and so I watched that example growing up. One of my daughters in this business, another one that started her own business. So no, I just got great respect for what I see in terms of the community and women involved in that. So, and then the other part of the question, I think is something Everton said and Johnny just said about building wealth long-term, helping young people see not just to work for income and a dollar, but also to build an asset that not only pay you today, but pay you tomorrow and pay you down the road. And so understand that profits are better than wages. Profits are treated better than wages. The power of supplemental income, the power of building a network, all those things are key. And so if they can just get that mindset to start with, I think it'll serve them very well, and then I can go back and just say, for 32 years that I've been with this company, I've gotten paid a check every month for 32 years, okay? And some of those customers that started with me are still with me. So I've got customers 10, 15, 20, 25 years with me. So think about that. If you keep compounding that, then where that can go. So it's just amazing what can happen when you see the vision. And as Everton and Johnny just described, and Pat and Yanni, what can happen if you catch that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you. So gentlemen, you all are gainfully employed and wildly successful in your current careers. Why did you give me one thing? Why did you commit to adding this business to your plate?
I think I'm up first on this one. Again, when we're growing up, we go to school, we get all this training, we go from elementary school to high school, right? And you go to college. And so every 6 weeks or every semester, you get a report card. It's called, your report card. You see how you grade, see how you're doing. Well, when you graduate to life, you get your report card becomes your financial statement, income statement, and balance sheet. And so how are you doing in life look like that? The banker doesn't come and ask you for your grades and your report card, your transcript. You want to know if you want to buy something or whatever, they want to look at your balance sheet. So again, that thing about building an asset, that mindset, I saw building an asset. In the next few years, I'm going to retire from what I'm doing that I love very much. And I want to retire full time into a thriving business that's already built solid, and just keep it going. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so it really is what is helping me realize my dream, ownership, control of my time, unlimited income possibility, and also the impact that can be made through the mission, culture, and community. So that's why I do this.
And Daryl, I mean, those are a lot of my reasons also. And it's a great question because it takes a lot for a business to get started in our family. I mean, we look at a lot of things just like everyone talks about. We've started magazines, we've done other companies and things like that. But the bottom line is, when we look for something, we want something that we're going to be able to sustain. And that's what I hear you saying. Something that's going to be there for the long haul. And so that's really what we found with this company. It's again, it's something that fit in, it brings us together, it's a lot of fun. And then really the other reasons that I mentioned earlier, longevity, the fact that we've got a simple business model, the fact that the product works, it's expandable, and financially it makes sense. Those are the things that really made it something that we wanted to do. And one of our goals and values is really that we want to be able to do whatever we do from anywhere, no matter where I am. If I'm on the beach, on the golf course, I want to be able to do it anywhere. And that's really what we have today. My wife and I run a business that we can absolutely do anywhere we want to go in America. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, we talk about leaving a legacy and what's going to be left behind for those that's coming behind us. But oftentimes we think about how, we have very brilliant people that work really hard. And those that are coming behind us might not have those same skill sets or even that same desire. So they're not necessarily going to be engineers and architects or former Mr. Universe or even athletes of that nature. But what they do have is an opportunity. And so as we build this business, as we leave a blueprint for them, it's something they can do part-time and actually add to what they already are doing and help change their life. And so businesses are a little different, and especially in these times now where there are ups and downs, where for us, because so many people are in tune with health and so in tune with their bodies now and wanting to be healthy or whatever, the media has already helped us. The today's society and our situation has already helped us to create situations whereby we want to be healthy and we have something that we can offer people. And when you look in supply and demand, it's something that's right there for us. For me, I look at it as, I don't want to work until I'm 65 and finally say, okay, now I think I can go retire. Now I think I can go travel. Now I think I can go do all these things. Because I realized you don't necessarily need age to retire, you need money. And so if you're able to generate that finance that you have and build it, knowing it's continually to be there for you where that's no longer an issue, it opens up opportunities and it opens up choices. And through those options that you have, life becomes more full. Life becomes being able to do what you have and enjoy it, and then be able to offer that to someone else where they may not have seen the path. They may not have seen the way in their current circumstances. And so by being able to just, leave that path and that blueprint for them, we now can actually impact them. We take the influence that we have and we have a greater impact, not only in our local communities, but this business allows us to expand outside of that nationally and even globally. And so that's something you don't really do with traditional businesses. And so that was one of the reasons that was really impactful for me.
Well, for me, when I decided to jump into the water, and because I've seen what my wife was doing, because our family loves to travel, it's an opportunity to have supplemental income where you can basically build this business, keep it simple, follow the process, plant food powder, tower garden where you can grow your own fruit and vegetable right there in your kitchen, and where all children are involved. The greatest thing about that, some of these men have mentioned about legacy. Well, now I have 6 grandchildren, and every time they come to the house, they say, well, I want a gummy. They know exactly what a gummy is. They said, Papa, the gummy over there. And then the other thing too, they know exactly where the tower garden is. They said, I want a salad. I want a lettuce. I want a cucumber. Can you put this in a smoothie for us this morning, Papa? And so the excitement of everybody's involved, and the fact that I can now see my wife's being successful in the business, and now she's helping me being successful in the business, and it becomes a family affair. And what you heard tonight, I want to challenge every man, every person that's on this call, check with the person that invited you. and find out more about how you can get involved, how you can become part of this wonderful community. Like I said before, we're not in competition with each other. We're here to complete each other. We're here to help each other to become more than we are, you know? And so you learn more about each other, and we spend time in different places with these men. We learn, we glean off of each other. And that's what's so exciting about the fact that we can have a business like this where we can take it anywhere.
Well, for me, because this is a 100% vegan business, it was easy to move through the business. But my challenges came when my oldest daughter went off to college. And now I got hit with this tuition bill. And it was pretty large, especially with the major, and she wanted to go to a private school. So I had to figure out another way of increasing the success of my business because I didn't want to work more hours. So that's when I got really focused on how I can expand this business and grow it. And in 6 months, I was able to cover her tuition bill. Now that she's out of college, that investment that I've been making into this business is an investment that my wife and I are truly enjoying. So I can understand that I can spend more hours expecting to be successful, or I can work smarter and be successful. So I now have reduced the amount of hours that I'm spending in my fitness business because I don't need to. I have something else that's helping me out. And we're happy. And my kids are learning more about entrepreneurship because you can see one way where you get out there and you start your business and you put 20, 30 hours in. It feels like 30 hours, but you put 20 hours in a day, it seems, when you're working for yourself. But when you work smarter, you learn how to cut back and allow your business to work for you. So that's what I like the most about this opportunity that I have.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. And you know what? Most of you guys are married and you do this with your family, with your wives. But you know, Daryl is a single guy, and there are many single men that have found great success in this business. So, gentlemen, finally, who do you target as your ideal prospect, since many men are not health conscious like you guys are? So, who is it? Tell us about that.
Well, for me, I start off with my clients. Even though most of my clients are women, I have a lot of athletes too. And I have to teach the athletes about nutrition because their focus is on macronutrition. They want to know about protein, fats, and carbohydrates. They spend very little studying micronutrition, plant-based nutrition. That's where you get it from. So once I teach them how to build their body from the inside out, it's easy. And I use it in all my conversations because everyone is constantly asking me questions about fitness, training, nutrition, what I'm doing with my athletes or what I'm doing with my clients. And I tell them I'm doing this type of training, and I put them on a plant-based nutrition program that helps recovery, rebuilding cells, and growth from the inside out. And if you do it right, you not only will feel good, but you will have success in your performance in sports and other activities as well.
You know, Yanni, you've said the magic words there. I'm telling you, that's a great answer. And you talk about feeling better. And I believe everybody wants to feel better. You know what I mean? I mean, everyone really wants to be healthier. And the challenge is, you know, trying to find the right way to talk about it because it's on everybody's mind. And I believe that no matter the age or who the person is, that there is an interest in health. And, you know, looking for that hot button, whether it's that they want to just live a more healthy lifestyle or they want to perform better or feel healthier or they want to do something for their family, something with their family and their wife, sharper minds, whatever it is, we can rally around that. But just the conversation around, isn't it amazing how a plant-based diet can change your life is a great way to start these kind of conversations. And I would encourage people to try to get, if the person's married or have a significant other in their life, to get them together, because I think the more things you can see in this business, the more it makes sense. So it's the product and what it can do for you. It's the excitement, it's the fun with the product, it's working together with each other that brings a lot of joy. And people can either be a customer or user of the product, or they can own their business like all of us are doing, and get more out of it. But I'll just close by saying one of the things that my wife and I do at the end of the year, we think really hard about a special gift we can give, 20 partners of ours that, are really people that help us drive and be successful. And we think really hard and we go back and forth. What's that gift? Well, I want to tell you, last year, the gift was Juice Plus. And I gave that gift so proudly because I knew it was the best thing that we could offer somebody to set them on a journey that's going to lead them to a healthier lifestyle. So talking about health to anybody, I think, and everybody is a candidate for this. They all need to hear it.
Absolutely, Everton and Yanni, that's tremendous. Everybody desire energy, life. They want you think about this. I want to challenge everyone again on not only that on this call. You think about it when you go to a nice restaurant. You think about it when you go to a great movie. You like to share it. You want to talk. You talk about it all the time, right? Right? I see you smiling. So that's what's so important. That's how you share this product. That's how we share it all together. As men, we see these, we're at the store, we're at the movie theater, we're at the mall. So we're sharing the opportunity because it's good news, right? Anytime you have good news, you want to share it with people, right? So that's why we're so excited as men to be able to share it, not only with the men, not only with the young people, not only with athletes, non-athletes, but also with the women as well, because the opportunity is there. It's plant-based. Everybody wants to feel good. Everyone wants to look good. And so this opportunity creates time and fulfillment and togetherness, working this as a family or as an individual. The excitement is there, and the opportunity to serve people, to share with people is exciting.
Well, your question is interesting. This last question, Lisa. Every morning I wake up, I am driven to inspire healthy living around my world. I want to be a great resource, a great example and a resource to my family and friends who want to achieve optimal health. And I can't tell you the number of people who just connected to me, let's say through Facebook and what have you, who I've talked to and say, Daryl, I get out and walk every day, 6 days a week, and at least 10,000 steps, which is at least 5 miles. And I just committed to that because I want to change my health picture, get to a healthier weight and what have you. And I want to be around when my grandchildren grow up. Got one, now another one's coming in March. So I want to be around. And so it's not so much targeting as I'm trying to attract people to what I'm doing. And if I can be attractive and doing the right things, I think the right people will show up. Young or old, doesn't matter which their age or what have you. It's just that people who are like-minded, who want to achieve the same thing, are going to get inspired. And I go to the track and I met a number of friends and what have you like that. And even a few folks that ask me for my phone number and that kind of stuff. So that's what I do every day. And just about attracting people who want to be healthy, who want to take their health back and want to get on the road to this journey. So, I'm going to pass it off to Johnny and let him finish up for us here.
Well, I mean, with the business model we have, I look at it as everyone really is a candidate for good health. Whether you are educated that's in the classroom, you try to make sure your kids are okay, you try to make sure you're okay. Whether you're a parent who have kids, because that's one of your foremost concerns, you want to make sure they're getting the best nutrition optimally whenever they can. And as an adult, you want to have a healthier lifestyle as well. If you're an athlete, You want to have optimal performance. That little bit of competitive edge of being able to outlast your next competitor might be the difference between winning and losing. I think that people in general, they look at their households, and just a little extra money sometimes can make the difference. My dad used to always talk about, you want to recruit what you don't have. So if you don't have money, recruit somebody with money. If you don't have time, recruit somebody with time. If you don't have a network of people, recruit somebody with a network. And so what you're doing is you're building a team, you're building a relationship so that so many people can get what you have. And it doesn't matter. I tell people I'd rather have a single mom who's looking for a way to provide for her kids and family than that medical person who just doesn't have time and knows everything. Because you're looking for someone who has a passion to help other people and is willing to do the little things that other people aren't necessarily willing to do. Again, without your health, what good is all the wealth that you can, what good is all the money, if you don't have the time and the health to enjoy it. So it's one of those things whereby all the things that we've talked about collectively just lends itself to our opportunity being, significant, especially in today's time. As we're going into a digital world, as things are moving a lot faster, the internet, our businesses are operated by, cell phones, face-to-face right now is not the thing. So Zoom calls, it's just so many opportunities out there and so many ways now that have been opened up to us to reach that person who's just looking for more. Because even if it's a matter of extra $300 to $500 a month could have been enough to help someone help their situation out. I'm not saying that we provide any of those things per se, but we never know what someone is actually looking for. And all we do is just offer the opportunity to do what we can and help make the most of it. Because what we do is we serve. And if we can help them meet their needs, that's a whole game plan. So again, everyone's a candidate, and I'm so happy to be a part of this.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for your wisdom and your valuable insights. It's been fantastic, and you have given us some gems and some nuggets. So I'd like to welcome our final guest for tonight, Dewana Scantleberry. She will wrap it up with the bow. So Dewana has been a corporate leader with more than 25 years of direct selling experience. After attending Cornell University, she led a global rollout to replace an outdated business order management system. She also spent 15 years as senior sales manager, developing exciting field events and incentive programs while overseeing representative communications. Dewana has also been a senior marketing manager in apparel for 12 years, responsible for product development that generated sales in excess of $180 million. Throughout her career, Dewana was so passionate about understanding the representative experience and walking in their shoes that she became one herself. Dewana is currently U.S. Marketing Director for a global multi-billion-dollar company. She is a native New Yorker and resides in Bronx County with her husband and two sons. Welcome, Dewana.
Thank you so much, Lisa. And I just got to clap it up for the fellas. I mean, you guys brought it this evening. What an inspiration, honestly. You are a role model for all of us. And this is why I love what we get to do. If you have not gotten it already, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the business of helping people. That is what we get to do. Whether that help means I want one simple change on getting myself, my family healthy, or if I'm looking to increase my financial portfolio positively by getting into a part-time opportunity. These guys have shown us that it is possible. They have helped us to appreciate some of the mindset that we all have, right? We all get to do this together. And the reason I'm on this call is because they invited me. And as I get to represent the Juice Plus company, I find it really an honor to be amongst this community of men and amongst you, because together we get to help people on their mission of on the mission of inspiring healthy living, because that's what it's about, whether it's through the product or through the business. And I got to tell you guys something. I did not know that this type of community existed. I am a New Yorker and I think I know a lot, but I did not know enough until I stepped into Memphis, Tennessee, which the global office, the headquarters of Juice Plus resides. And the reason why I didn't know about this company that these gentlemen are affiliated with is because I wasn't having the right conversations. Let's just put it there. As Patrick said so beautifully, it's about conversing. It's about sharing. And when you love what you do, when you love how you feel, you want to share it with everybody. Patrick said we got good news, and that's what Juice Plus brings. Our community brings good news. And we want to help as many people hear that good news. I can tell you I was not a health nut. I'm going to call it what it is. I like the salad with my meal, and I drank a little bit of water. I didn't realize, oh, and by the way, I was a supplement girl, and so were my boys and my husband, but I didn't realize that perhaps my supplements may have not been doing the best for me and my family, because I just didn't know, right? I didn't know. I wasn't having the conversations. I wasn't taking the time to get educated. I thought I knew, but I really didn't. And then I come into this Juice Plus community. Again, I have a cosmetic and apparel background, so I love to look good on the outside, but didn't recognize how much I could be wrecking myself on the inside. And sometimes we don't know what we don't know. But this community, again, we're in the business of helping people. Juice Plus is a company 50 years old, and we're looking to the next 50 years for sure. We have an opportunity for everyone. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. You don't need to have a college degree. You need to have a heart for people and a mind to want to learn. That's all you need. And it's that simple. So Juice Plus has allowed us that through longevity of the company, through a product. And I know you've heard Juice Plus plant produce. Well, let me tell you, this plant produce is a simple, convenient, and affordable way to flood your body with over 30 fruits and vegetables, berries, and omegas. That's huge. You heard us talk about a $52 investment to have a business of your own. It's that simple. And think about it. It's $1 a week. Can you start a business tomorrow for $1 a week? I don't think so. Can you be your own boss for $1 a week? I don't think so. But here we have these men who have helped us appreciate, with the partnership of their wives, with the partnership of the community, with the partnership of this company, that we get to do that. And we get to inspire others to do the same. Again, right now, this country and this world is so divided on so many different levels, but we become united. This is not a competition. You can share, you can talk about this community, the health, the business, no matter where you go around the world. And guess what? Somebody's going to want to talk about it, because right now, people are stopping and really thinking about their health. We're in a health crisis right now. People are looking for simple, convenient ways to have quality of life, right? It's not a magic pill. It's not going to cure cancer. But guess what? It will help you deal with cancer a little bit better. I guarantee you that. That's what people are looking for. Help me help myself. And if we don't have the conversations, we don't know who we could be leaving behind. And so this platform is so important for all of us, not just the Juice Plus company, but as a people trying to help each other have something of their own, have quality of life, be an inspiration, be an example, man, woman, young person. That's what this is about. And the fact that I get to come into this arena and be a support, because that's all I am. I'm a support. This company, what is so unique about this company, we have a stellar product, guaranteed. 30 fruits and vegetables, simple, convenient, affordable way. $52 a month, global company in over 26 countries and growing. But what is really unique is we call ourselves a company with a heart. Why? Because we want to hear from you. You are important as a partner as someone who is eating our product, and we say eat, because even though it's plant-based produce in a capsule, it is food. Look at the back of the label, talk to the person who invited you. We understand how important it is to come together. Your voice, your loyalty is what keeps us thriving. Without the voices, your people won't hear about us. Because guess what? You won't find us spending money on advertising. Our partners are our billboard. Your stories are important. There's someone who is watching you, hearing you, and they are feeling the same way. They just didn't know how to articulate it, or they just couldn't reach, or maybe they couldn't even be seen. Right? We're in Zoom all day, every day these days, but there are a lot of people who still feel they're not being seen. Our stories are powerful. We represent those people who are looking, who are wanting for that little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. You know, $100, $200 a month these days can make a difference in the quality of a single mom, dad, family's life right now. Brick and mortar stores are closing down. As long as we have a mouth and a heart, we're still open. And that's what we get to do. And pride yourself with a company that stands behind its partners, that stands behind a quality product, 41 research studies, and growing. I challenge you to find another company that is doing that right now. They're not. Plant produce. Everybody needs it. It is not a trend. I love a red lipstick. I love red earrings, but I do not need it. I need my health. We have little babies. They need their health to grow up, to be strong in mind, body, and soul, to help us move on to the next year, 20 years. That's what this is all about right now. So I just say to you, I want to thank you so much for joining us, being part of this mission, because even though you may not have signed up for $52, you may not have even said yes to the product. That's okay. But I guarantee you, you left off this call, or you will be leaving off of this call with something to think about. Maybe you have a question that you want to now get more information on. Hopefully you've been inspired by what all of us have said this evening, because it is so inspiring. You know, no matter what you look like, we want you to be a part of this community. It's your time. It's your place. When you're ready, we're here, and we're open to it. Our doors globally are all open. It's just, what do you want to do? What are your hopes and dreams and goals? Help us help you plot that out. Help us, allow us to help you on your health journey. Allow us to help you on your wealth journey. And we add no pain with it. So I just want to say thank you so much, Lisa, for being a gracious host. Patrick, Johnny, Daryl, Everton, Yanni, thank you so much for being an inspiration to our men, our women, and our community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Duana. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Y'all, this was the best place to be on a Wednesday night, I told you. So I thank you all for taking this time out from your busy schedules to join us. And we hope that you saw value in the things that we have shared. Perhaps something you have heard resonated with you, and we invite you to get back to the person who invited you for more details. We invite you to come back next month, Wednesday, December the 2nd. 7 p.m. for our next event in the Becoming series. So we're looking forward to having all of you back with us. Bring some friends with you. Have a good evening, and may you find gratefulness in this November season of Thanksgiving. God bless you and good night.